Well, happy Friday, everyone. Let's get to what we're looking at today, which is just instead of taking up a lot of time, let's just look at kind of a one source type deal and see if we can't speed up our view for what's going on today. All right, we're up here at Market Watch. There it is. I'm going to do an exploded view a little bit to make sure that we can see this well, these numbers, because I think if we take the weekend review, it's not all that bad. Let's go ahead and look at it. All right. Economy and politics, Market Watch. We're looking at this week, obviously, Monday. We had nothing scheduled. Tuesday, April 21st. That would have been our Tuesday. Retail sales, U.S. We had, if you look up here, here's previous median forecast. We're going to look at these leftmost columns. Forecast 1.5. We beat it at 1.7. That's retail sales. 1.4 retail minus autos. Beat that. Business inventories up slightly. Pending home sales. Now, this is what we've been hearing a lot about lately. People trying to make it into a doomsday scenario. Is not. We're doing well. 0.5 to 1.5, that's 3 times what we expected in the Monday report, pending home sales. We had Thursday, nothing on Wednesday. Thursday, which would be yesterday, we had 51% on the S&P Flash Services. PMI, it was up a little bit there, not too much. Initial jobless claims up just a little bit, 214 instead of 210, but that's really kind of noise at that level. 48.6 on the consumer sentiment. I want you to look at that. 49.8. People are still feeling a lot better, even though we're hearing the doomsdayers tell us everything is falling. The henny penny sky is falling. Next week economic forecast. What we want to look for is this one on Tuesday. Nothing on Monday again. Case-Shiller Home Price Index, 20 cities. They are looking at something. They haven't told us what that is. Previous was 1.2. I suspect not a lot of change in the prices because they have been pretty well much holding flat, I think. Most places. Few of the overpriced places have come down just a little bit more moderated. Rutherford County, we're doing well. We're not losing any ground, so to speak, on it. Durable goods, it would be nice to see if this, because durable goods are going to indicate whether or not the economy is truly growing or whether or not we get a little bit of a fear going on. This is down from the previous was down. We'll see if that trend continues. I would hope it wouldn't, but it might be. Again, durable good minus transportation. That probably will be positive. I would expect a little bit higher growth on it. I know it's positive here, but we were seeing a lot more on the spending side this week. So I think we're going to probably do okay. Housing starts, delayed report, 1.49. These are our interesting things that we should look for Wednesday. They ought to be good to know. Wholesale inventory, we are positive. Not a lot positive, less than 1%, but hopefully they'll stay positive. Thursday, what we got going on Thursday, we'll have initial jobless claims for April. I think this was March that we last looked at. Employment index Q1, quarter 1.7, GDP Q1 0.5. Those are not great. Well, this is not bad, but this right here, the 0.5, I'd like to see a little bit more, but we are only a fourth of the way through. So technically speaking, if we held that pace, it'd be a 2%. GDP, plenty enough to keep us out of recession area, but I would like to see it twice that actually. Personal income, we lost a little ground. Don't know what's behind that. We could look at that, but that's not significant at 0.1%, unless of course it's you that lost the money. PCE is due in, PCE year over year, that'll be due in. Personal spending, we'll see if it continues to grow. 0.5 is essentially flat. Core PCE, so we're going to get the PCE come due on Thursday of next week. We can take a look at that. But overall, it looks like we're doing pretty good considering the on again, off again, peace, no peace type thing that we've got over there in Iran. I don't know that anything other than something really ugly happening over there that we're going to get past this kind of hit and run type of behavior over there. Maybe it'll shock people into doing something about drill baby drill, and we'll get our oil straightened out. We'll get some refineries going. I'd like to see some nuclear power, because we have, as far as I know, we haven't done that in a long time. We need more energy. We're going to need more energy. We're going to need to be independent if we're going to keep our home prices down. Haven't seen what the cost is going to be, but I'd like to see memory. I've got a computer upstairs that went from $250 for 8,400, 48 gigs. I need another 48 gigs. That's been about as high as $1,000 for the same exact memory. It's down to about $899. I would like to see that drop significantly because I need some more memory. So maybe if Trump had to give some of the tariff money back, that'll be reflected on memory prices if you happen to be working on that, or a GPU if you need one of those for your AI projects. But anyway, things are looking good. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next week.